I wish a very good day to Dr. Fauzi. This is Chong Yang Chi from Quality Management Section 2, Group 6. Together with my group members Angeline Gan Xiaohan, Chan Jia Hong, Fan Fu Yin, Lai Yong Lin, Li Ka Weng, and Lo Xing Yi, we are presenting our group assignment, which the title Application of QC Tools and Management Tools in Enhancing KNY Frozen Food Enterprise Productivity.
Next would be the background of the KNY Frozen Food Enterprise. KNY Frozen Food Enterprise is an enterprise that provides various types of delicacies, especially more specialized and focused on Ota product base. The current manager of KNY Frozen Food Enterprise is Ayang. KNY Frozen Food Enterprise is located at 5517 Jalan Bantayan, 84,000 Muar, Johor, Malaysia. KNY Frozen Food Enterprise has a lot of employment, but is currently facing the problem of employees having discipline issues, lack of responsibility, also lateness and sudden absence. That's all from my part. Thank you. So, first of all, for the introduction, quality of product and services are important to a manufacturer company. Quality of product and services provided by a company will bring a big impact to their reputation and income of a company. Uh, New 7QC tools come in handy as it is a fundamental instrument in maintaining the quality of a product manufactured by a company and provides the benefits of improving a manufacturer process. While 7QC tools are more into assisting a company into problem solving any obstacle and challenges faced by the company, finding the root of the problem and solving it to prevent the repetitive problem to happen in the future. The scope of this study is to verify the problem of KNY Frozen Food Enterprise and finding out the cause and reasons of the problem faced by KNY Frozen Food Enterprise. So the solution to the problem needs to be verified first and thoughtfully evaluate the solution and pick the best choice for the problem so that it won't bring any negative impact to the company. Um, this research consists of 4 objectives in verifying the problem of the enterprise. First is to identify the main problem. Second, identifying the root of the problem. And third, recommend a proper solution. And finally, evaluate the level of priority of the solutions that have been provided.
Next, the research methodology that we utilize, which is designing framework. It is used to identify causes, determine the main causes, suggest solutions, and to access those remedies. For qualitative research, we conduct an interview with Mr. Tay to recognize the internal and external issue that facing by organization. Thirdly, for gathering and analyzing of data, we are applying the QC tools to address quality issues in the organization.
Now I will present the flowchart. A manufacturing flowchart is a diagram of the sequential step involved in the creation of a product. It describes the sequence of procedure from the initial acquisition of raw material to the delivery of the final product. First, researchers have to understand the process flow of producing otak-otak. By start to producing the otak-otak, there are first 3 process. The first is prepare the raw material like fish, squid, prawn, crab, or clam. Second is prepare the spice mixture like scallop, garlic, dried chili candy and scrimp paste. Third is set up and heat up the machine. For the first process, if the raw material do not fresh, then they must wait until the fresh material to restock. If the raw material fresh, then finely chop and mines the raw material to create a smooth paste. For the second process, it will continue to grind the spice into a fine paste. For the third process, if the machine does not set up properly, Then the machine must undergo maintenance. If the machine set up properly, then they will start the machine operation. Next, it will combining the second and the third process. It is mix the spice mixture using machine. Then add coconut milk, lime juice, salt, sugar and egg to the mixture. If the ingredient do not mix well, then it must mixture again. If the all ingredient mix well, it will combine the first process to truly combine all the ingredients. Lastly, it will pack the otak-otak. The process of the otak-otak have been done.
My name is Angeline Gan Xiaohan. I will present about the Pareto chart. Pareto chart is to identify the main problem in the company. There are 5 problems stated by the K&Y Frozen Food Enterprise, which are low productivity, good transportation problems, shortage of personnel and employees, unfavorable business location, and insufficiency of technology. The frequency of the low productivity represents the highest, which is 2, and the another one is 1. Accumulative frequencies of low productivity is the highest, which is 33% compared to others. So we can see that the low productivity is the main problem of the enterprise.
I will explain the check sheet. It is a tool to discover the company's errors during the otak-otak production at K&Y Frozen Food Enterprise. The most common defect is preparing the materials will take too much time with a frequency of 7 times every half month. In terms of the least common defect, which is the breakdown of production machines, this problem appears only twice every half month. The other defects, namely lack of employees, fewer customers visits, and inconsistent product quality, are 4, 4, and 5 respectively. It will investigate further using the Ishikawa relationship tree and matrix diagram.
Ishikawa diagram is also called as cause-effect diagram. It is to determine the main causes of the problem. First of all, from the view of workers, cause of disciplinary issue and shortage of employee affect low productivity. For the machine, insufficient machine due to technological advancement are the source of low productivity. For the environment of the shop work is an unfavorable business location and will be resulted in low productivity. The method of process and procedure are performed by activities of human labor and skilled manpower affect low productivity. The high cost of material, inconsistent quality of materials, and materials transportation problems affect low productivity.
I am Liang Wei, so now I will present about the relationship diagram. Relationship diagram is a diagram which shows related cause and effect and is used to make analysis of spontaneous relation between similar aspects of a complicated phenomenon. This diagram is easy to create to assist us to find the root cause of problems so that we can be understandable for the analyzing the relationship among all issues that manufacturer has faced. When the various causes have been classified into their relevant group, which is in Ishikawa diagram, then there will be a transformation in relationship diagram which can show all causes are diffusely spread in paper. With an example, according to the diagram above, the factor of inconsistent quality has been shown with 5 ingoing errors. For the first one, the shortage of employees will cause inconsistent quality because there is not enough manpower to supervise productivity. And the technology advancement may lead the quality to be different because of the insufficient machine situation will influence the operating process. After that, the transportation problem, which is due to unfavorable business location, can prolong the delivering materials time to be manufactured. Hence, the quality of materials will be affected. And the factor of skilled manpower can also affect the productivity quality because the specialization degree of every worker is different. For the outgoing errors, there are 2 factors that have been shown which are high cost and low productivity. The cost can be increased because the product of unqualified standard would not be sold to suppliers. They need to add the materials in stock to produce products again, so the low productivity in the manufacturing process can be adjusted. When the cause and effect are connected amount of factors, then calculate the outgoing and ingoing errors for every factor, so the highest outgoing error is the most crucial cause of the problem. According to the figure, we can find the main cause of the problem is an unfavorable business location which has 5 outgoing errors. With the problem of unfavorable business location, it can lead to shortage of employees, high cost due to high rental expense, low productivity, lack of skilled manpower, and transportation problems.
My name is Fan Hui Ying. I want to present the tree diagram about proposed solution of problems. In the tree diagram, the head problem is low productivity. There are 4 major causes linked to low productivity: material available, attitude of personnel employee, unfavorable business location, and technological advancement. The first problem is material available. The solution is make sure the good quality of material. The company should prepare clear, safe quality material for customer to reduce customer complaints and revenge by increasing customer confidence. Next is inventory tracking. The company must always keep on eyes on goods in order to avoid stock out, especially for the regulars. Second problem is attitude of personnel employees. The solution is provide an employees training program. It can improve skill and knowledge of employees, show efficient performance, improve responsibility themselves, and they will feel they are valued. Next is update employees' personal information. The company can note the condition and situation of employees and ensure employees put more focus on their work. The third problem is unfavorable business location. The solution is review your competitive environment. This is important for businesses to understand the context in which their customers view them in order to identify the strengths and limitations of their location. Next is examine the other retail establishment in your location. The company should visit stores to get data and information, such as by speaking with customers and assessing their opinion and suggestion. The last problem is technological advancement. The solution is the way we communicate, pass, share information in facilities functioning quickly, simple, and efficiently. Much to use Google Meet, Facebook, Instagram, and other applications do. Next is use of AI. It can train customer online research activity and the information they view and purchase. That's all for me. Thank you.
I will present how to evaluate the priority of the solution among 13 possible solutions. According to the matrix diagram, we set the standards to develop into conditions for assessing the proposed solutions. The indicators are to enhance the company's productivity, maintain products' good quality, reduce costs, and improve the company's competitiveness, which are given points are 10, 7, 6, and 4 respectively. After that, for the 3 specific ranges, the black circle has a great impact, giving 9 points. The white circle has a medium impact, offering 5 points, whereas the yellow triangle has a low impact, showing 1 point. The calculating formula is multiplying the high impact, which is to enhance the company's productivity standard, plus the high impact from maintaining products' good quality standard, plus the medium impact for reducing cost standard, and last, plus the medium impact to improve the company's competitiveness standard. For example, 9 times 10 plus 9 times 7 plus 5 times 6 and last plus 5 times 4 equivalent to 203 points. After finishing the calculation of the matrix diagram, the highest ranking for the possible solution is to conduct employee training programs for the company, which gets 203 points. If the company starts to run this option, it may significantly improve its productivity. Thank you.
The discussion of the 7 quality tools that were applied by the researchers in this case studied are the flowchart, Pareto chart, check sheet, Ishikawa diagram, tree diagram, and metric diagram. First, flowchart is to observe the specific procedure of service in the store. Based on the Pareto chart, low productivity is the most critical issue that consists of 2 feedbacks from overall 6 feedbacks stand for 33%. In the check sheet, take too much time to prepare the material is the flaw that occurs most frequently among the 5 problems. Based on the Ishikawa diagram, the high cost of materials, uneven material quality, and issue with material transportations. In the interrelationship diagram, the shortage of personal employee has resulted in limited orders, poor efficiency, individual multitasking, confusion, and energy exhaustion. Next, in the tree diagram, re-evaluating the delivery product, providing career opportunities, examining the other retail establishment in the company location, and enablement of remote working. Lastly, in the metric diagram, have the 5 priority solutions that are conducting the employee training programs, the way people communicate and share information, use of AI, enablement of remote working, and establish specific rules.
The conclusion of this presentation is the fundamental QC tools are very helpful and efficient in discovering and eliminating flaws from the business. The 7 QC tools are beneficial during the entire defect eradication process. Serve as a benchmark for K&Y Frozen Food Enterprise as they revise their service product to improve its performance. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.